Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to 90 Days to Freedom with your host, Roger Williams. I'm going to introduce one of the greatest doctors, one of the greatest young ladies on the planet, none other than Dr. China Bethley, ladies and gentlemen. I hear the applause. I hear the applause.
Roger, you're absolutely incredible. We thank you so much for all that you do. You guys are just incredible with really just making this platform run so smoothly and bringing us all together from all over the world. We are so pumped up and excited about 90 Days to Freedom. We could not have done it without you. So thank you to you and so many people that are working this system behind the scenes that we just appreciate. Guys, we have an incredible evening for you guys. I'm so excited about the training. Hopefully you guys are prepared to take some notes. Hopefully you all are also prepared to explore your back office, not your back office, but the website, 90daystofreedom.net, so that we can show you how to really take advantage of what's available to you, the resources, and how you can use it to grow your business to increase your bottom line. Before we get into the details of training, we want you to hear these testimonies that are just happening in Karatbars International. And that's why I love this platform. People that you may not have heard before, who are just kicking butt, that are just really taking this thing by the horns and just really running with it. You'll have an opportunity to hear from tonight. So what I want to do is bring on Mr. Dave Struckman. This guy is just tearing his business up. He's so passionate about Karatbars International, an incredible leader that's definitely all about the people and seeing us win as a whole. He is just having a lot of momentum in his group. They have definitely been taking full advantage of what we have here with Karatbars International, and they're just loving this 90 Days to Freedom platform. So I want to bring on none other than Mr. Dave Struckman. Dave, are you out there? Roger, were we able to bring Dave on as a panelist?
I'm looking for Dave. I thought we had him.
Okay.
Another Dave. Hey, Dave, say hi. You're not Struckman, but that's okay. We're looking for Dave Struckman right now.
So I believe he raised his hand just a moment ago.
Got it.
Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. He has some guests that are going to come on with some testimonies that's going to lit a fire under everybody that's on this call. So Mr. Dave Struckman, if you're on now, go ahead and take it away. All right. I think he just got in there. Dave, are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. Hey, Dave, we see you with your suit on and everything. You are so ready for tonight.
Well, Cheryl Ann kind of talked me into the suit thing, so I told her I'd do that for her. But I want to say hello to everybody and welcome to the call. Thank you, Dr. China, and thank you, Roger, for running the control panel, and Richard Duncan. So I want to say hello to everybody first off. And welcome you to the call. And what I wanted to do, I'm actually going to be gone for a week. I'm taking off tomorrow and headed down to my son's wedding. He's getting married over the weekend, and heading all the way down to Nicaragua. So I'll be out of here for about 5 days. And I want to get out here and talk specifically about step 1, step 2, step 3, and basically how to get into this 90-day run to freedom before we take on the testimonials. And the first thing I did is I explored the website, and I printed out everything that's on the website underneath the resources. I printed out, and I was blown away because the tools are right there, and a lot of people don't even know that. They're thinking, how do I do this? Well, let's talk about it first off. The very first thing that we talk about is your why. You hear it all the time. What is your why? And I want to share with you a little story I came across. And it's the stage for finding your why. Your why is your purpose, your cause, and your belief, your core belief system, and your why. A master martial artist once asked Bruce Lee to teach him everything that Bruce knew about martial arts. And Bruce held up 2 cups, and both were filled with liquid. The first cup, said Bruce, represents all of your knowledge about martial arts. The second cup represents all of my knowledge about martial arts. If you want to fill your cup with my knowledge, you must first empty your cup of knowledge. So really, it's just emptying 1 cup out. And if you want to discover your true purpose in life, your why, you must first empty your mind of all the false purposes you have been taught, including the idea into itself that you may have no purpose or why with your reason for being here on planet Earth. So how do you really get to the core of what your why is? And it's a process. It might take a little while, but the bottom line is this, just so simple. You take a piece of paper, right at the top of the page, what is my why? And then sit down when you've got 30, 45 minutes of just quiet time and start writing down what pops into your head as far as what you believe your why could be, okay? Write the answer that pops in your head on just a separate sheet of paper. After about 100, maybe 150 times, you're gonna write down something that makes you feel emotional. It's gonna tear you up a little bit. And guess what? Now you're getting close. When you cry, when you come to something you wrote down that brings a full-grown man or woman to tears and you cry, guess what? You found your why, your purpose, your mission. So first, before we as affiliates and people in Carrot Bars can ask a why out of anybody else, you better look in the mirror and ask yourself, why? Then take up the challenge, what I'm gonna put out there as far as what your why is. My why, and I went through this, and I've known this because I spent all my life doing this. I used to own a couple companies. By the way, this is the only third company I've been in, and my why was attached to the reason I came in. My why is to help empower and teach others to find their path of freedom and to break the chains that bind them. Now listen to that. If you look at what just came out on Carrot Bars, the gold, which is basically a level playing field that governments do not control, that is really net worth. Owning gold is the best way to rebel against the corruption of Wall Street, banks, and governments. And there, I just said it. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna move right along. I'm challenging everybody, find out your why. If you find out your why, that is day one. Today is day one of this 90-day run to freedom. It's not last month or 2 weeks ago or when this started. Day one is right now, tonight. This is for you to grab a hold of and run with it. So let's give you the tools. First, you find your why. Number two, you're going to go over to write what you just plugged into to get on this webinar, 90DaysToFreedom.net. And first off, I looked at something that I couldn't believe I just missed it. The calendar. Now, when I looked at the calendar, I didn't know this, but February 25th, 26th, and 27th in Detroit, Michigan, if I live close to there, I can go listen to Joel Tankard do a PGR. Are you kidding me? Now, I know right now, as we're talking in Nashville, at the River of Life Church, they've got over 100 people there right now. With Sheri over there, Dr. Tim. We don't know that because it's not on the calendar. Guess what we're going to get on the calendar tomorrow? They're having a meeting Thursday night in Nashville, Tennessee at the Brentwood Country Club. And we're all going to know how to get there, okay? Because we're going to make sure that gets published. So that calendar is ongoing for you guys to fill up with the events all over the United States. We are one team with one mission and one vision. So let's focus together, not as separate groups here. So we're all going to do this together. So resources, you've got resources there. You've got about 5 or 6 different downloads on the resources, and I went ahead and did this. And the first thing Richard Duncan asked me on the phone today, did you pull down the pipeline tracker? And I went, what? What'd you say, the what? Pipeline. I thought of that because that's how you fill the pipeline when you got prospects looking at the program. This is it right here. And this is it. Take a look at it. It's got a place to write down your people that come to meetings. You can track them. Everything is right there, whether they get a package, registration, KYCs, notes. It's a way for you to track it. The most important thing that you need to take down, the very first thing is right here. This is your training guide. And I pulled it down and printed it out. And a pretty cool thing is when I got to page number 8, that's step 2. Step 1 is your why. Step 2, make yourself a list of people that you know of, warm market people, and this is going to be you getting out of your comfort zone, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about your why, because the how will find its place if you got the why. If your why is strong enough, you're going to find out how. How is making a list of people and not prejudging all these people that are family and friends and everything else. You see that? It's right there, and you fill it out. Now, the hard part is what? Making a call? Let me talk about this. This is called a self-imposed eggshell. It's clear. You can see through it. You don't know it's there, but it's called your comfort zone. It's like a big egg around you. It's right there. Everywhere you walk, you're inside that eggshell. That's your comfort zone. What you have to do is break out, and it goes like right hand, left hand, and straight out. And you're out of it. It starts with one phone call, with 3 words. And Sheri's going to talk about this. She talks to everybody. She's going to come out pretty soon and do a fantastic testimony. And all she says is this: do you like gold? How hard is that to do? To open up your mouth and say 3 words, and then don't say anything and wait for the answer. So my challenge, if you're on this call because you're a cheerleader, get in the game. Suit up. This is time to get serious with Karatbars is right now. Look at the economy. Look at the stock market. Look at gold. If you really believe in your heart of hearts, and you're here, so I know you believe that we have the solution and the answer to the crisis with currency and government debt, then stand up for what you believe in. Take a stand. And it starts with your why. Get your why down. Then it starts with you pulling up all these tools. And I'm challenging everybody to go through the entire website and pull everything down. And by the way, that Freedom blog, you probably punched over there and go, you know, what's the Freedom blog? That is going to have you on the Freedom blog. If you do videos and they're chosen by the team of leaders that we have here, you will be featured in a permanent part of the website. Your video will be there. So I hope that Richard or Dr. China is going to talk about that and the how-tos. But my training is over because I told Dr. China I would take 10 minutes at the most. I'm going to punch home the why. I'm going to punch home 90 Days to Freedom. And I'm going to punch home this. Follow the directions and the tools that we have. It's turnkey. It's easy. And if you go out there like a maverick and you want to reinvent the wheel, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to make it. It's not going to happen because the tools that we have are about you not selling. You simply point and direct. You point a person over to a video, that's it. Okay, you invite. Invitation, that's it. And by the way, there's even, I gotta show you this one page. I thought this was so cool. There's a 2-pager up here that I thought if 2 pages could explain everything, and you see it right here, invitation, presentation, 3-way. Do you see that? And I hope you can see that okay. And then the second page, right behind it, and it shows list, that's a list I showed you, invitation, presentation, 3-way conversation, and registration. There's that missing link, registration right there. This is it. These 2 pages are right there right there on the website. And I know that Richard and Dr. China had a lot to do with this, and I don't want to leave anybody out. But what a fantastic 90-day run to freedom with a website with all the tools in place, and you meet leaders face to face right here. And I'm going to pull out, I want to see if Dr. John Pro, and I'm going to ask if Roger, if you can look for a Dr. John Pro, P-R-O, and he's going to come out. We just had his purchase go through. The wire was sent out Friday, $143,000 gold purchase that arrived at Karatbars this morning. And I want to say, hello, Dr. John Pro, I can see you. So I'm going to turn it over to you. And I would like just to have you come out because you mentioned you were thinking your family is considering buying another $150,000 worth of gold. And I just want to ask you, why gold? Why now? And I know you're a VIP exclusive. Can you share with all of us what drives you?
Well, I got burned back in 2008. My house is in foreclosure. I've been fighting that for 5 years. 7 months ago, I was probably $500,000 in debt. So I wanted another answer. Darlene Roselli, she introduced me to Karatbars about 7 months ago. And, you know, I got fortunate with a loan payback from somebody, and Darlene and I were talking about this today. And I said, well, you know, God didn't give me the money until right now. I waited 8 years for this loan to come through, and I waited that long, and I had to wait until now because I have the right way to use the money instead of buying a car or a house or wasting the money frivolously. Now I'm pouring everything I have into Karatbars. We've heard all the stories on Karatbars. We know its quantity, its size, its portability. It's all the right things that I was looking for. And I did VIP exclusive also because I was looking for, I've always said when we do whys and answering some of my own stuff from the future, I said, well, what I really would like is money from other people's efforts, and I love the idea of commission. And so that Whirlpool shares just absolutely fit that bill. Don't know how well that's going to pan out in the future. But gold right now, I've been studying. I'm very intellectual about this stuff, and I look at it, and I think of like a doctor as a patient coming to me with all kinds of symptoms. So when we analyze the economy right now, and we look and see what's going on, and we're getting all these videos, and everybody in Carrot Bars from around the world is sending information in. They're all like symptoms, telling us what's going to happen. I put all that together, and the only answer I can come up with, I mean, just telling somebody that's going to happen isn't enough. They want to know, how can you fix me? What can you do? And the answer is, you got to buy Carrot Bars. You got to buy gold. This is the best way to do it. We've looked at all of these possibilities. Why you don't just go buy a bar of gold? Why you not buy coins? Carrot Bars is the only way that I saw, and it made perfect sense to me, and I dove in headfirst for it. And I'm ready to do more.
And I just got to say, Dr. John, this is not your first purchase. You actually did a sizable purchase before this one, and you're going to do another one. You represent the family, and you see this as a strong, really just putting money, real money, gold money aside to bank yourself against the stock market. Do you believe after going through 2008 that this is happening again right now?
I'm looking at various different reports, the charts, the long-term charts that if you can get a hold of these charts and look, 5 different major economists are showing charts that are all coinciding with we're either peaking or heading over. I used to body surf when I was a young kid, and there was a storm had gone through an area, and the crest of the wave was just breaking as I'm looking at it, and it threw me right into the ground. We are at that stage right now. We're body surfing through this economy, and it's about to throw us into the ground. And everybody that can get gold, even the smallest amount, is going to give you something. And they're speculating if we go to a gold standard in the world, gold could go to 50,000 an ounce. We don't know. If it does, your little 1 gram's worth about $600.
Oh my gosh.
So looking at that, I mean, that's why I'm rolling into that.
And Dr. Don, I want to thank you for coming out and sharing with us. And also, you're building a strong business. You're sharing Carrot Bars with a lot of people. You're bringing people in just about daily. And I know this is your passion. So do you have any words there's probably 500 people listening to you right now, words of advice?
Absolutely. Listen to the people who've done this before. It's my biggest problem that I have is not doing the simple things. I get too smart, and I outsmart myself on a lot of situations. Use that third call. Get the people involved, and let the people help you close anybody who you're prospecting.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to go to the second testimony, just moving right along. And this is down to California, and Sheri Heinrichs, and I got to meet her just maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. And Cheryl Ann Goldberg gave me a call and said, look, I'm going to be busy with Nashville. Can you give her a call? And she's just getting going again. And I said, what do you mean again? Well, she was one of the first people in Carrot Bars. I'm going to let Sheri kind of just share what happened with her. Sheri Heinrichs, come on out.
Well, good evening, everyone. Yes, I got into Carrot Bars when it first came into the United States. And it was the vision that is important. The world global vision is really important to me. To give you a little background, in 2008, my husband and I in 2007, we bought a building for my business. I'm a conscious financial planner. And one of the new or too big to fail banks destroyed us on purpose to take that building. It took everything. It took all that we had worked for 32 years. It was $2 million, including our home in the Redwoods with the ocean view. So it was devastating, and I was packing that house up while going through bankruptcy and stuff, while learning and talking to people about Carrot Bars. But we only had the unilevel then. So for a couple of years, I worked the heck out of this thing, had 155 people in my line, and really just didn't make any money at it. And then while doing this, I was healing myself spiritually because of the, being destroyed on purpose over the greed of the banks, and did a lot of research around that, and went back into my spiritual practice very full time. About, December, one of my clients, I'm a financial planner, said she wanted to buy gold. And I said, well, I have this little gold business. I haven't looked at it for a long time. I'll look at it. And it took me a month to get Cheryl Ann's attention because of Big Dan's Boomer's transition, who was a friend of mine, and the Nashville. And then I got started. And when I got started, it is a whole new business. It is so exciting. There's so much happening. It's like having a tiger by the tail. It's just amazing. So to give you an idea, in 3 weeks, I've brought in 4 VIPs, 3 golds, and 3 silvers. And I can't talk to people fast enough. Now, Dave and I have talked about the fact that I really don't have a comfort zone. I used to be a very shy person, but I am not that anymore. When I meet everybody, I talk to everybody, and when they say, "What do you do?" I say, "Well, I have these gold savings plans, real gold money." And people love it because I've been showing people how to get out of the stock market, bond market, mutual funds for 25 years. And I've been the round peg in the square hole for 25 years. And so it's just really exciting. I can't even get back to people fast enough. And I've got a humongous group of people coming in because I'm connected in many different communities. So I've got a giant group of people all coming in, on one of my legs. And my daughter is coming in with me full time, and that's exciting. And
I want to say something, Sheri. Sheri, when you came in and you and I looked at your back office, I started working with you, and what we discovered, you did have all these blue Smurfs and pile all over the place, and you actually were in tears going, how am I supposed to build a couple legs with that? And basically, you're building 3 legs at a time successfully, and you had an $80,000 purchase your second week in the program, didn't you?
There was that, yeah.
Yeah.
One of my clients, a different client, actually, because I was looking at, he's an older gentleman, and I can't put him in the banking system. I normally would put someone in, and we were looking at other things, and he said no. Once he looked at the gold, he said, nope, that's it. I'm putting this in. He wanted to put in more. I said, well, hey, hold a little back. I gotta live here. So his whole family, by the way, is in. His wife's in, his VIP, his 2 children are in, as silvers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're crushing this, and I just want to congratulate you. I get to talk to you just about every day, and I know Cheryl Ann and Pat Gamble, Cheryl Ann Gober, we all work with you as a team, and you are just crushing this, and I'm predicting you're going to be a gold director before that next event coming up on April 9th, and we're working in that direction. So congratulations, and you're awesome. Thanks for coming out here. And you know what? You told me your story about 2008 and what happened, and I just saw your why right there. She's giving me her why. She's going to kill this thing with her contacts. Oh my gosh. So congratulations. And our next testimony, this is a gentleman I've not really got to talk to too much, and Corey Bell is online. I want to bring Corey Bell out. And Coach Joey just brought him in. It seems like, I don't know, a week and a half ago. But when I started hearing this guy was averaging like a sale a day, and I went, heck, get him on the phone with me. We're going to bring this guy out. So this is a brand new person that just came in and basically is just on fire. And I don't know how he's doing it. He's VIP. He stepped up VIP. I think he came in silver and stepped up 2 days later VIP or something like that. But Corey, come on out and share with us your story.
Hey, everybody. Great evening. Great evening. My story is I love helping people. That's something that drives me. and I'm not shy. As Coach Joey said, you have to fill a pipeline. You have to fill a pipeline. If you don't fill a pipeline, won't nothing else come out. And he's been working with me diligently, and I thank him so much for that. He has gotten Dave on the phone for me a couple of times. I've been on the Wake Up and Some Other Coffee calls. It's about education. I'm being educated. So as I'm being educated, I get to go out there and educate everybody else who's not educated on just the economy, on what has happened in 07 with the 08 with the stock crashing, and it's going to happen again. And just goodness, I'm just so excited right now. You have to give me. I'm just listening to Dr. John and Cheryl. I'm just, you guys with the big accounts. I have so many people to talk to, some financial advisors who I want to introduce to Karatbars, some jewelers, just everybody. If somebody smiles at me, how you doing? I'll strike a conversation. And off that conversation, are you saving in gold? Keep it short, sweet, and simple. And that's what I wasn't doing before, but now I'm doing that. And everything that, Dave, Dr. China, just with this 90 days of freedom, our freedom run, I'm on it every day, all day. This is my full-time job. I'm constantly at it. My wife, she's she just came and wanted to get on the ladder, so she stepped in as a bronze, but she's going to upgrade to a VIP eventually, trying to gather some funds, some more funds, should I say. And Karatbars is going to be my ship. That's my why, is to help people. And if I can make something off of helping individuals, it just will drive me, through the roof. And referrals. Referrals is a big thing. A lot of people, I talk to them and they're like, "Listen, I want you to talk to my brother." I'm like, "Okay, before I do that, watch this video." And they'll watch the video, and I see it from my phone, or come to my phone, and I'll say, "Okay, I'll call this person back." And they're like, "Listen, I'll have a three-way with Joey, Coach Joey. He'll get on the call, and I'll be quiet, and he'll close it." Just like Dr. John said, "Dave, you close plenty deals." And I'm just being coachable, teachable, and I'm running hard. Every call, April 9th, my birthday is April 13th, so I will definitely be out in LA, me and my wife, for that conference. And I'm not saying I will be, but Gold Director is, that's my goal. 90 days, Gold Director, let's go. I'm just so excited. I don't need anybody to tell me to get up in the morning and go make the donuts, I'm up before the birds start chirping. So when the birds stop chirping, I'm still up. So, I'm just excited. WATER is something that I say, it's an acronym. It means working aggressively to enhance revenue. Everybody is generating revenue. Everybody's generating. We need it enhanced, and Karatbars will be that enhancement that people need. We are in 121 countries, so I'm trying to be in 121 countries with Karatbars. So it's all about talking to everybody. Leave nobody out. Don't prejudge anybody. You never know. You could be looking at a scruffy old guy, and that scruffy old guy could be your Gold Director in a matter of a day, because you never know who he knows. So it's about reaching out. 5 degrees of separation is real. And I'm just thoroughly excited. Thank everybody. Coach Joey, Dave, Dr. China, Dr. John, I just meeting you today. Cheryl, meeting you. Your testimony is great. And you've been in since it came out. So just thank you. And you'll hear so much more from me. And I will be doing big things. And gosh,
awesome testimony. You did great. You're on fire. We love it. And if you're on fire, people come from miles around to see you burn. I'm not even kidding you. This is great. The last testimony, I want to give a little bit of a story here. I flew out to Nashville and Coach Joey was out there, and they had a storm. It was like 12 inches of snow, and a lot of people didn't show up. And all of a sudden, we said, we're hungry. There was no food. So we looked and found the only restaurant that we found open. We had to ask the state trooper how to get directions to a little place called the Waffle House. And we were sitting down, we ordered up some food, and these 2 gentlemen were actually 3 gentlemen that kept on looking over, and one finally said something to Coach Joey about a gold band he had or something. But pretty soon Coach Joey went over there and he pulled out his business card, and he's talking to him about Karatbars, and he came back, and I noticed he didn't show him the gold. And so I said, get back over there, show them the gold. And they had questions. I went over there and talked to them, and I didn't know it, but I was being played Tony DeVoe was one of the two gentlemen sitting there, and they wanted to see how we responded, what we talked about. And he's one of the speakers in Nashville. It's just like I was too. And I'm going, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. And it was awesome because he's an awesome guy. But he got up on stage and listen to what I'm going to say. 40 VIP in 2 weeks. We want to hear from Mr. Tony DeVoe because he's on track to get a whole lot more. And he texted me last week and said, I think I got 6 people in the last 8 days. How are you doing? So Tony DeVoe, are you out there?
I am. Man, let me tell you something, brother. First of all, let me just say, man, this thing is beyond exciting. Let's just put it that way. If listen, all I can say is you have to be recommitted. I realized something last night. I said, well, within the last 2 days, I said that whenever you want to move forward in anything in life that's positive, you're always going to have some things try to slow you down or sidetrack you. Some of those things are going to be things that are maybe baggage, maybe self-inflicted. But everybody wants to do something, put themselves on another level. And I really told myself, I said, you know what? I got to be focused. You know, I have to get everything in order. I have to be positive, remain positive, and make sure that whenever I say I'm going to do something, that I stick to it, you know, extremely, extremely hard and get it done. And I'm going to tell you something. You know, even after the accident and everything, even after the people we've been talking to in the business and getting back and trying to get my business restructured, I'm going to tell you, I was elated today because I had some beautiful meetings with my team, with some, you know, just some very close people that are really, really personal, good friends. And it just amazed me at how serious people are taking this business right now. And I also was fortunate enough, I got, you know, on my way to one of the meetings, and I'll tell you something funny, I went and stopped and picked up a gold delivery that had got dropped off at my mailbox. And let me tell you guys something. Some of you who bought packages, that's one thing. Because I came in as a VIP. Signed up a lot of VIPs. Going to sign up a whole bunch more VIPs. That one I sat down with today, I got to put into the system. But this is the thing. There is nothing like opening up a box and that box being addressed to you and getting gold out of that box that you didn't have to pay for. Let me tell you again, when you talk about a huge why, most people in the world are never going to touch what I have in my hands right now. And this is just $1,000 worth of gold. Now listen, this isn't even a lot. Now for some of you, this could be a monthly mortgage payment. This could be a monthly car payment. But let me tell you something. Some of us have been fortunate. Some of us have made millions of dollars. But I'm going to tell you something. I was so excited when I put my hands on this today and took it out of that box and realized that all I did was help other people take fiat money, take paper that is worthless, and transform it into real gold. That's all we do. All we really do is sell real money. I thought about that today, Dave. I said, you know what we're in the business of doing? We're in the business of selling real money. We take paper that's not worth anything. It's not even a gold certificate. It's not backed by anything. There's no gold embedded in it. And we trade it for something that's tangible worldwide. Listen, I don't want to talk all night on this thing, man, but let me tell you something. I've been in this business for over 6 months, and I'm more excited today than ever before. And that is because not only do I know that it works, not only do I understand the business better, but now I have all of you guys like my new friends. So I feel very comfortable knowing that there are other people that are just as crazy as I am about this business. So Dave, thank you very much, my friend. And I'm definitely going to see you in LA, man. And we are just getting warmed up. I can promise you that we have got nowhere near our peak so far.
Amen. And I'm going to just end it and turn it back over to Dr. China and Richard. But before I do, I want to go back to the very beginning of the why, to locate your why, how easy that is. And you've got your why, Tony. Everyone that spoke tonight, you heard the 2008 stories. They all have a strong why. Get your why down. And I'm going to challenge everybody to get 3 sales in the next 7 days. And my challenge is to everybody that can hear my voice, including myself and you, Tony. Let's absolutely crush it. Let's crush it. With that, let's bring on Dr. China and Richard.
I love it.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean, you guys are just kicking butt out here. Testimony. Big shouts out to so many of you guys' testimonies. Can you guys hear me okay?
Now we can, yeah.
Okay, good. Perfect, perfect. First of all, I'm just blown away from all the testimonies from beginning to end. Sheri, Dr. John, the gentleman Corey, phenomenal testimonies that were so strong coming in. I love the acronym that he said. Can you tell us that acronym again for water? I love acronyms.
I think Corey's on mute. He's got unmute.
Oh, he's muted. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I put that in the chat box. We definitely need that. Say it again.
Working aggressively to enhance revenue.
Working aggressively to enhance revenue. I absolutely love it. That is strong right there. That's strong, Corey. I love it. Phenomenal testimony. I'm guys, listen. I'm listening to Dave tell a testimony about when he met Tony, and the band that they had on their wrist is something that I've been getting a lot of attention for. I don't know if you guys can see this. It says "Got Gold, the new money." It's the same thing that my shirt says. I don't know if you guys are able to see this or not, but listen, I'm here in New Orleans. That's where I'm from. And I have PGRs that are scheduled literally back to back. And while I'm home, anybody that knows me, that see me, they don't have to know me. We're having a conversation. I'm standing in the line at Walgreens, and the gentleman looked at my arm and said, "Got gold." Guys, it is definitely sparking those conversations. So I love how Tony zoned in on the fact that he saw that bracelet and just simply asked the question, like, you know, what is that? So I'm excited about the testimonies that are coming in. We got PGRs that are taking place literally back to back, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have 2 tomorrow, 1 at noon, 1 at 7 p.m., another one again at Thursday. So I want to encourage you guys to get out there, get the work done. When you bring somebody in, get them started properly. You want to make sure that they're on their way to success, that they're going to 90DaysToFreedom.net, that they're going to the resource tab, printing it out. I want to challenge you. I know Dave gave you an assignment, phenomenal training, Dave. Like always, you really just broke it down and you made sure that you connected the important piece. Listen, your why has to be strong enough to make you cry. The how will come when you know the why. I love that, Dave. That was so powerful. But make sure when you're bringing all of these people in that they're on the proper platform to see success as well by going to 90DaysToFreedom.net, clicking on that resource tab, downloading and printing out all of those documents so that they can use it. I want to encourage you guys to get a binder. In fact, the next time you come back here, I'm going to have my 90 Days to Freedom binder with all the documents printed out, because I'm telling you, people take you a lot more serious when you take your own business serious and get those tools and resources done. It's not just there to look pretty. It's definitely there so that you can see success in your business and you can utilize it. And it can help your business grow. So I'm excited, Tony. Phenomenal testimony. I know you're bringing in these packages. I know you're on a mission to make sure that you do what you said you were going to do by the time we make it to Los Angeles, California. Because I'm gonna make. Look,
I'm going to knock this out. Let me tell you something. Hell, I'm gonna make this happen. And what's funny is, folks, I'm telling you something. I put up my video. Dr. China put up video up as well. Some of you guys have not made your video making your personal commitment. I've had almost 10,000 views on my video in 9 days.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
And I've had over 300 calls. I haven't even got a chance to get back to everybody yet. And I'm loading a new video tonight.
Woo!
About the gold delivery. Let them know. Folks, we're just getting warmed up. Oh, we're just getting warmed up. Oh, it's serious. It's serious. We're patiently quiet, but just watch for us. We're coming.
I love it. I love it. Tony is definitely making it happen. And for the team there in Illinois is definitely doing a great thing. The team in Atlanta is just tearing it up, making it happen. Dr. Jewel was there for the pastoral luncheon, Prepare the Kingdom pastoral luncheon. Peaches has an event going on right now. Miss Diane is going to be in Bermuda this weekend. Big shouts out to Bermuda. Guys, a lot of activity is happening right now. I brought in the VIP package. I was on the 3-way call with a young lady for her. So she's coming on board, following that system. Invitation, presentation, 3-way conversation. Don't complicate it. You know, don't start talking about stuff. Just show them that video and get them on that 3-way call. You can send them to 90DaysToFreedom.net. Everything that you need is right there for a prospect. And then once they become an affiliate, it's just that simple. So, guys, I'm excited about your future, the testimonies that are coming down the pipeline. Thursday's call is the webinar on Thursday is going to knock your socks off. So you want to make sure that your team members are plugged in. You want to make sure you bring guests, because for some guests, they're going to buy into the culture. They're going to buy into the lifestyle. They're going to buy into the platform that we could all be connected together. Guys, let me tell you something. It's about doing what you got to do. I am in my mother's bathroom right now. Okay, this is a shower head that's behind me. Okay, this is a tub, but I'm relentless about getting this done. Okay, don't make no excuses for this thing. You got to do what you got to do. When you made the declaration to be on the way to freedom, when you decided to get on that journey, you literally allowed and gave permission for anything that could try to stop you to come and try to stop you, to test you, to see how bad you want it. How bad do you want freedom? What is your why that's going to make you push past those obstacles? For some people, they're going to hit their pinky toe and they're out the race. They're going to get a hangnail and it's over. But when your why is so strong and you're so passionate about getting that thing accomplished, nothing can stop you. No one can stop you. Let me tell you something. In this journey, on this mission, this assignment, the only person that can get in your way and stop you is you. Don't allow that to happen. Stay plugged in. Make sure that your team is plugged in, because we don't want you to just, learn a lot, because that's what happens when you come alone. You learn a lot of information. When you come by yourself, you learn a lot. But when you bring your team with you, you will earn a lot. So with that being said, guys, we thank you for being on tonight. We're excited about 90 Days to Freedom with Karatbars International. We will make Karatbars International a household name, and we're going to do it a lot sooner than you think. So join us in this movement, or just politely move out of the way. So thanks so much, Roger. Anything to close us out? Thank you so much for being on, everybody. Phenomenal testimonies. I love you all. God bless you all.
Awesome.
And good night.
Thank you. Good night. That is awesome. I love Karatbars. It is, oh my goodness. Let's go. You got work to do.
You guys did great.
Let's make some history tonight. The child inside is wild. Let's make this moment come to life. The time is on our side. Don't know what's up ahead, it's only high and low. Picture it in your head, nothing's impossible. We're gonna make it now, we're gonna leave our mark. Let's take a shot in the dark. Ready, set, go for gold. Chasing every heartbeat, we can feel it starting. Ready, set, go for gold. Chase it till we own it, living in the moment. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Even if we fall and make mistakes, we live, we learn, we change. Gotta keep on going every day, and it will be worth the wait. Don't know what's up ahead, it's only high and low. Picture it in your head, nothing's impossible. We're gonna make it now, we're gonna leave our mark. Let's take a shot in the dark. Ready, set, go for gold. Chasing every heartbeat, we can feel it starting. Ready, set, go for gold. Chase it till we own it, living in the moment. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold. Chasing every heartbeat, we can feel it starting. Ready, set, go for gold. Chase it till we own it, living in the moment. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready, set, go for gold tonight. Ready,
Yes! 90 Days of Freedom! Woo! Love you guys.
Go, Corey, go.
Yes, show you go, girl.
Got it. See you in LA.
Yes, I will, definitely.
See y'all in LA!
Yay!
Los Angeles, here we come!
Where is it going to be in LA?
It's going to be in Los Angeles at the JW Marriott on the 8th and the 9th of April. And I'm telling you right now, you do not want to miss it. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
I'm about to start looking for tickets now. Me and my wife.
Yes, absolutely. JW Marriott LA Live. Absolutely.
Okay.
Good night. Blessing.
Good night.
Good night. Bye, guys.
Make it epic. Make it epic. Yes.